Okay, John. Congratulations. After everything Juan Martin's been through, he's still a dangerous guy, isn't he, on a tennis court? You must be pleased to get through that one in straights.
Yeah, he's very dangerous, and he's starting to, for the most important thing for him is playing matches, and he's starting to get a handful of matches under his belt. So the more matches he gets, just as everybody's the same. The more matches he gets, the more comfortable he's going to become, and the closer he's going to get to his very top level. He's definitely not there now. I think he would say the same, but for sure, a very, very tough opponent. He does so many things so well. So for me to win this match today, I'm very happy.
Took a few tumbles in the opening 2-3 games. Is that always the challenge in these first few days of the grass season in this country?
It is. It's always a challenge for me as well. The first match on grass is, it's always very awkward, but the more you play on it, obviously practice helps, but the number one thing is playing real life matches on the grass, and that's what I was able to do today, and I'm moving on. I get to play again tomorrow.
I just wondered what your personal transition process is. Do you spend a bit of time on court in the States after Paris, or do you come over here early, a bit of hard court first, then grass court?
Yeah, I went home after the French Open, and actually where I live, there are 2 grass courts. So I started immediately practicing on the grass. Then it rained for about 4 days, so I didn't practice at all. And then I was able to practice a few times before I got on the plane and and got over here. And then of course it rained for about 3-4 days. And so prior to that match, I'd been here for 4 days. I'd only hit about 90 minutes on the grass total because of all the weather. So I just sort of laughed at it at that point. It was pretty comical at the lack of preparation of actually hitting on the grass. So I think it actually, in a weird way, worked in my favor. I kind of just said, just go for it at that point.
And what's your approach to this section of the season? Is it something you look forward to, in terms of what you've achieved on a grass court, what you could achieve on a grass court? Is it a period of the season that you're a bit tentative about? How do you feel about it?
No, I feel very good about it. I've played some very good grass court tennis, not necessarily at Wimbledon. I've never made it past the 3rd round there. I've made it to the 3rd round a handful of times, but never gotten past that point. I've won 2 grass court tournaments in the United States, and just this year in February, I played very well on a grass court in Australia for our country in Davis Cup. So I've had some encouraging results on grass, and this one is much of the same as well.
I was going to ask you that, actually. Those 2 titles you won in the States, is there a difference between the hard courts there and the grass courts, there and here, or is that just a coincidence?
No, it's actually a bit different. It's not the same. The ball bounces a little bit different, but for the most part, it's still grass. All the same tactics and methods out there apply. You want to be the aggressive player, on grass over here and grass in Newport, Rhode Island as well.
And last question, just on Juan Martin. Good to see him back on court. So you're implying there he's one of the most popular guys in the locker room. Just a few words on him and seeing him back at this level. It's great, isn't it?
It is. Everyone wants to see him back at this level for a very long time, and I think he will be back at this level for a very long time. Everyone knows he has the talent. He's a Grand Slam champion. He reached the very top of the game. And as I said in my press conference, he's definitely, without a doubt, one of the most likable guys in the locker room. You can't find anyone that can say one thing bad about him. He's just a really good guy, a really laid-back guy. He minds his own business, and he's just a good person to be around. So for him to be back on the ATP World Tour, it's better for us players, and it's better for the game as well.
Thank you. Have a good week.